Welcome back, folks. Once again, apologies for the technical difficulties. The joys of being on the road in high school. Not always the best connectivity, so technology is a fickle thing. But thank you all for choosing us. We should be back. You haven't missed much in the last 2 minutes that we've been gone. You've missed maybe a minute and a half of game action. They've had the game stop for scoreboard. Bunch of trips to the left. Felon will take it, and he will throw wobbly pass. That was forward. That's going to be incomplete.
Yep.
And that was just an awkward little – I don't know if he was in the middle of a baseball throw, like shortstop trying to throw on the run or whatnot. But once again, welcome into the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth.
Yeah, I don't know how many times they practiced that, but that RPO looked a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, and you get to a point, Josh, too, this is what you want. This is what you want. You got to commit to one thing or the other. But if you're the Westview defense, you have forced Obion County so far out of their wanted game plan. Every coach comes in. I'm not sure if you were like this as well, but every coach comes in with a scripted set about 10 to 15 plays to start the ball game. And right now, Obion County is so far out of that rhythm with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 29-0 Westview lead. Argo now takes this handoff. Argo finds the outside edge into Westview territory. Flag comes flying, but a big hit by Asa Barnes, who has just been a physical madman here tonight. Broke about 5 different tackles on his last touchdown drive.
Yeah, no, he's playing lights out tonight. He's physical on both sides of the ball. It looks like it may be holding, but we'll see what the official says.
And that has declined. It'll hold up as fourth and forever. So another chance for an E&H Refrigeration defensive stop.
I'll call him punt.
And, yeah, it will be the punt unit. Back deep to return goes C.D. Dameron. Hasn't had an offensive touch yet tonight. He's one of those Wes Welker style of players, too, where he doesn't get all the attention on the offensive side of the ball, but all of a sudden you look up and he'll have about 40 or 50 yards receiving out of nowhere. Just one of those guys that can be sneaky with it. He stands back at his own 24-yard line. Westview's going to bring the dogs. Nope, they back off a little bit and almost gets through, and punter stays up. Little contact. Dameron's going to let this one bounce, and Obion County's going to let it take a little bit of a Westview unfavorable roll for the Chargers inside the 20-yard line. Good punt. Results in the worst starting field position for Westview tonight with 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. 29-0 Charger lead.
Yeah, to go back to C.D. Dameron, I was most impressed with him on defense and his closing speed that he has that you just don't notice unless you're watching him play.
So the Chargers, they will officially start on their own 17-yard line. Worst starting field position of the night. I believe one of their top 3 worst starting field positions of the season. They had a drive where they started on the Mace, I believe, 8-yard line earlier this year.
Yeah, it was inside the 10 for sure.
Barnes in motion out of the backfield. Simpson will swing it. Barnes rolling out to the right and has a block.
What's going on?
And a loud whistle out of nowhere almost, but it will be close to the first down marker.
Yeah, I don't know who called the whistle because he was not down yet. Play action pass. Simpson
in his face, and there's a random whistle going off somewhere. It's first down, and it was first down and 10. It was a Winstead Real Estate Land Company first down. Apologies.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if there's a fan. Or they may have had a false start there, and they may have blown it dead.
I was like, you heard it on the play before, too.
Yeah, I did.
Still a Winstead Real Estate Land Company first down. So ball back at the 17-yard line, the original line of scrimmage on this drive. So first down at 20.
Obion County looks like they have a light box right now.
They've had a light box all night.
They've
designed. They have a traditional 3 down front, but they've designed some blitz. 3 receivers now to the left.
Looks like 6 is coming.
6 steps up, now backs off, and creeps back up. He will come on a delayed blitz. Follows Barnes into the slant route over the middle. Joy breaks the tackle. Joy has to beat one man. He's across midfield. Stutter steps his waist and is tackled out of bounds for a Winstead Real Estate Land Company first down. So from Westview's own 17-yard line up to the Obion County 32. A big chunk play. Dantes Joy over the middle of the field, and the Chargers trying to tack one more before we go to the first quarter break. Simpson Short route to Joy again. Joy makes another man miss. Joy has enough for another first down. It's another Winstead Real Estate Lane Company first down. This Simpson and Joy connection lighting it up so far here in the first quarter. Dantes Joy in the early makings of one of the special games that he's had, about 3 or 4 of his career. Has to be nearing in on 100 yards receiving already. 3 receivers to the left. Joy once again alone to the right. Simpson takes a snap. Simpson looking left. Has to step back up towards the middle. And Simpson will stay behind the line of scrimmage, trying to maneuver his way around, and will call out a block dive forward, close to that first down marker again. But Simpson doing a good job trying to stay behind the line of scrimmage, maybe trying to get Miles Brown to work upfield before he realized he turned and blocked. But it's going to be on the 9-yard line. Another Winstead Real Estate Lane Company first down, this time first and goal. C&R Wilson Lumber Supply. Red zone opportunity. Handoff to the right side. And this is going to be Asa Barnes close to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, the Simpson, the Joy connection, you're going to hear next year as well. I 100%. Think Coach Simpson is going to be playing this young man sooner than later.
He hasn't committed yet officially.
Oh,
so
he's not. Okay.
He's got 2 offers, and that will be the end of the first quarter. We'll talk more about Dantes Joy, his college offers here when we come back. On the other side of this 60-second break, the Chargers lead 29-0 here on the Sports 731 Network, and we will take a break from the Winstead Real Estate and Lane Company broadcast booth.
The best teams aren't born. They're forged in the heat of practice and knowledge that if you get the little things right, the big things become second nature. Building a great team is hard, demanding work that takes single-minded dedication and sacrifice. And that's how we've built the cardiovascular team at West Tennessee Healthcare, the highest performing team in the state and one of the top 6% in the nation.
As a small local company, L.I. Smith & Associates is proud to support this community. Our team is composed of nearly 50 staff members, including a team of professional engineers, professional land surveyors, and office support staff, all of whom work together to provide multi-state coverage for projects of all sizes. With nearly 50 years of industry experience, you can trust L.I. Smith with your next project.
And back here on the Sports 731 Network, the Chargers will have second down and goal to go from the Obion County 6-yard line. Westview has dominated this game in every fashion. Special teams turnover, defensive turnovers and stops. And once again, this is the offense and the run game doing what it does best. The Simpson and Joy connection has also lit up here towards the end of the first quarter. Once again, welcome back into the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. Second and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Simpson will have Barnes to his left in the backfield, Joy alone to the right, and Dameron and Brown to the left. Second and goal to go. Simpson takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Play action will go underneath to Alex Evans, and he's dropped for a loss of forward progress. We'll give him to the 9, so he's dropped for a loss of 3. Trying to feature the tight end a little bit more. One of the few catches that Evans has had this year. The first one I believe he's had all year, and it goes for a loss of 3. Westview back to the line quickly. 2 receivers to the right now. Brown in motion from left to right. Third and goal to go. Simpson rolling out to his right, looking around. Simpson pump fakes, stays in bounds, stutters back to the middle, and it's going to be called short of the goal line. 4th and goal to go. Westview's going to go quick. Where did they spot him? Inside the 5, back towards. So 4th and goal to go. 4th on the 1. A little bit of the pistol look. Simpson's trying to orchestrate his offense, get Joy back to the left. Barnes behind Simpson. Quick handoff to Barnes. Barnes up the middle, and it is a touchdown again. Give him 3 on the night, this time on 4th and goal from 1 yard out. A First Response Security Services touchdown, and that's the 3rd one of the night for Asa Barnes.
Big night for Asa, both on offense and defense. 3 touchdowns. So impressive within the first, not even half of the game.
Kinzer Pratt on for the extra point. So we clips and Obion County jumps off sides, and are they coming out? Or are they going to let Pratt keep kicking it? And
looks like they're staying out there. I don't see them.
I saw Simpson and McConnell having a discussion. And it looks like Pratt will stay out there.
Yeah.
Usually when you get that false start, Westview will bring out that heavy set with Dantes Joy and the Wildcat.
Yeah, but when you're up 35-0 already, I think they're just going to go ahead and practice their extra point. I wouldn't mind seeing a field goal. I want to score every single time, but he's been kicking the laces off the ball.
And this one, a little bit lower, but still up and through. It is 36-0. Chargers dominating through the first 13 minutes of game action. We'll keep it right here in the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. But, man, this offense, we talked about it. A lot of people knew the run game would be better. You have a more experienced Asa Barnes who, guess what, is still not a senior. He's a junior.
Yeah,
But this offensive line experience as well, all seniors and juniors on the starting five up front this year. Like I said earlier, Simpson may not have the passing numbers that he did last year, but it's because his run game is so much better, and you have a physical back like Asa Barnes who runs behind a very good offensive line, and it's shown here tonight. 3 touchdowns here so far, and when there's still 11 minutes left to go until halftime.
Yeah, the offensive line looks like they're doing their job tonight. There's been wide open holes, but it's Obion County, I would bring in that 4th or 5th guy to try to stop the run.
You keep putting down 3. But you keep putting down 3. You got to trust some of your guys to play a little bit of man coverage.
Yep.
You can't keep just dropping 8. It's that Barry Odom who is a coach at the collegiate level.
Yeah.
He's famous for dropping 8 when you have air raid offenses.
Yep.
He's done it against a lot of the likes of Mike Leach Mississippi State team where he would just straight up just drop 8 a lot, and sometimes that can burn you in the run game. And so far tonight, Westview has noticed, hey, it's a drop 8 coverage, 3 down. We're going to run it down your throat.
Yep, and that's what I would continue to do. You're going to pick your poison whenever you play this Westview offense.
So Kenza Pratt on to kickoff. And just what a beat down. It's already been 36-0. Westview, they set the score record last year with 64 before the halftime break. This one caught and returned out. Good return by Obion County and up the middle and a touchdown potential saving tackle. And on the return was Jameer Harper. And a great one up to the Obion County 42-yard line.
Yeah, best field position of the night, starting field position of the night. So maybe they'll try to continue running, but we'll see. They've been outside of their bags lately.
And at some point, you have to start, throwing the football a little more. Tucker Moore and what he can do, but man, oh man. Gets to a point sometimes where you just don't want to get out of your game plan, but you're already down into a 5-score hole. And we'll see what Obion County does. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They go left to right. Felon takes a snap, hands off to Moore. Moore up the middle and finds a gap and falls forward just shy of midfield up to the 49-yard line, and that will be 2nd down and 4 upcoming. A sign that you're a good running back, too, no matter what the size you have on you is if you can find a way when you get tackled to fall forward, you just have instincts to keep trying to fight for every single yard, and that's what we've seen so far from Tucker Moore. Every time he gets wrapped up, even if it's in the backfield, he's finding ways to lunge his body forward towards the end.
Yeah, no, he's done a great job running. It's just been difficult against this defense. They've been pulling 2 guys nearly every play, so we'll see if they continue to do that on this play.
Man in motion from right to left, another handoff to Moore, and Moore is going to get to the 50. Don't know if he gets much more, and that'll make it 3rd down and 3. Got to get to the 47-yard line in Westview territory right now at the dead center mark of the field. Try to get you some score updates here in a little bit. 9:40 to go here in the first half. Westview leads Obion County 36-0 in this Region 7-3A opener. Have 2 other region versus region games tonight. And then Covington has a non-region game. They will start the region schedule next week. Getting all of their non-region out of the way in the first 4 weeks. When you have a 7-team region, you're going to have a team who has an off non-region opponent. Felon on the direct quarterback keeper, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Loses at least 1 on the play. And it's going to be back to the 49-yard line. Brings up 4th and 4.
You know, I like the play call of the quarterback sweep, but you got to go north and south eventually. You can't keep going east and west. We're too fast with our linebacker positions, and they were able to get there before he could even cross the line of scrimmage.
So at the 49-yard line, C.D. Dameron will go back to return. Another E&H Refrigeration defensive stop. And Westview will be on the road again next week. Excuse me, Josh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was like 4th and 4, down 36. Still.
And, this one's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Has a little bit of backspin, and it does. And it goes. Yeah. This is going to be a negative yardage punt picked up at the 41. So a punt yardage of net -8. We saw Kinzer Pratt last week it was the first kickoff that he had of the game. He kind of tried to onside kick it a little bit. Ball was wet, spun off his foot weird and went backwards 8 yards. And, Marshall County had the opportunity to take it right where it was instead of a re-kick, and they did so. But some weird little kicking woes. They do spot it down at the 43, so a negative 6-yard punt. And all out of sorts tonight is Obion County. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Simpson still in the ball game. And it'll be another handoff to Barnes. Barnes has met the backfield, spins out of contact, breaks. No, he doesn't. And he will be downed. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. The first time that they've really gotten to Barnes in the backfield this evening. Brings up 2nd down. And we'll call it 2nd and 13.
Fourth and 4 on you're dang near in the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
I think you got to go for it here. I know you give them a short field, but you haven't been able to stop them at all.
Simpson takes a snap. Screen pass to Brown on the right. Bobbles it. Does corral the catch. Brown has a blocker in front. What a block. And that's going to come back with a hold. I think that was that C.D. Dameron on the far side on the block. It was. They're going to get him for a holding call. Should be from the spot. And if the flag's accurate, it's going to be a holding from the 32. So it'll be to the 42-yard line, so it'll make it 2nd down and 9, negate the first down.
Must have been a quick hold. I didn't even see it.
He had a good edge on him on the far side, blocking, giving Miles Brown a lane. But as the defender of Obion County tried to turn out, you could kind of see that shoulder pad, the cloth being pulled off that pad. And they're going to call it at the 40. So backs him up 2nd down and call it 8. So still a positive gain on the play. Just negates the first down. 2 receivers to the left. Simpson fakes the handoff over the middle. That will be caught and cuts back to the left side. Good enough for Winston Real Estate Lane Company. First down. It's Tayshawn Ward with his first catch of the night. And Ward didn't have a registered catch last week, but that's his 2nd catch on the year. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs for Westview on the Obion County 28. 7-10 left to go. It's a handoff to Barnes again. Barnes on the left side, and a good tackle by Obion County's Bryson Underwood came up. Can't really teach you a better form tackle right there. Got lower than Barnes did and just kind of drove him backwards. Still a positive gain of, call it 1.5. Brings up 2nd down and about 8.
That's the only way you're going to stop the young man. You got to tackle him below his hips, and the last 2 times that's what they did. They were right around the shins.
Simpson takes a snap, play action again, goes to the hitch route. Miles Brown breaking tackles down the sideline, being knocked out of bounds, but has enough for the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company first down. And Miles Brown almost broke free for what would have been a 26-yard touchdown, but instead 6:35 to go here in the first half. And Westview, a C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply red zone opportunity. 2 receivers to the right, that's Joy and Ward. Simpson will take the snap, hands off to Barnes again. Barnes has a gap up the middle, sidesteps, and another good tackle by Obion County.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a 2nd and goal to go situation from the 6. And Keyshawn Frame was about to come into the ball game. Backs off for a split second. He's the backup running back in this ball game. Trips to the right. No one to the left. Simpson takes the snap, and he'll swing it out to the right side and into the end zone. A First Response Security Services touchdown on the catch for Westview. That will be the leading receiver from last year's game in Obion County, Miles Brown, for the First Response Security Services touchdown from 6 yards out.
Yeah, he's quietly athletic. He makes these little cuts that's so hard to emulate, but, he gets the job done. He's done this so many times.
So a 6-yard touchdown on the swing route. That's what Westview does, and the extra point is up and through. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a break from the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. 43-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the network.
West Tennessee Metals in Dyersburg is the go-to spot for top-notch metal roofing products and services. Located at 1314 East Court Street with a massive showroom. We build kits for pole barns, patio packages, and lean-tos. We offer painted 40-year metal and Galvalume. Delivered free with orders over $1,000 within 60 miles of Dyersburg. All of our orders are carefully cut and packaged to ensure a premium finish for your project. Give David a call today at 731-676-9965 or call Nathan at 423-394-7073. Weather the storm with West Tennessee Metals.
Boy, it has been for lack of a better term, bloodbath here in this one so far. Westview has done everything right. Offensively, special teams wise, they forced a turnover there, and they forced a turnover on the defensive side as well. Obion County has only been into Westview territory once tonight.
Yeah, for sure. When do you think they'll start calling in some of these backup players? After halftime, or you think they'll play the third quarter as well?
Not entirely sure. I mean, it's one of those. It's one of those situations where, you want your guys to play. Yep. Last year didn't get to play a lot of the full game, so just see how it goes. So Pratt will kick from the middle of the field. This one a little bit lower, caught at the bobbled back towards the 5-yard line now, and knocked down right around the 20-yard line for Obion County. For Westview, you see Colin Haskins warming up on the sideline. So don't know if he'll come out this next drive and maybe just staying loose.
Yeah, it looks like Graham was talking to him, so it will be interesting to see if they start bringing other folks in. After half, we should have a running clock.
43-0, and this drive officially starts on the 17 for Obion County. Got a flag on the play. Trying to spot our head official. There he is. And the official call, blocking the back on Obion County, so it's a 10-yard penalty. I believe it'll be half the distance or the full 10.
Can't tell where they were marked.
And they were marked on the 17.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they will back them all the way up to what looks to be the 7-yard line. So the full walk down, no, it's 9. They went half the distance.
Yeah, if you were Obion County right now, you can't make these little mistakes.
No.
You drop the kickoff, you're fumbling it around, and then now you have a block in the back on top of it.
And that allowed so much time for Westview to get down the field, too.
Yeah.
And here comes Felon. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They start this drive on their own 9-yard line.
4.
And it'll be a fake handoff. Felon will try to throw it in. Felon throws over the middle, and a wide open man, but Felon underthrows it. Intended target on the play, Harrison Hooper. And if Felon hits him, not even in stride, but if he hits him maybe just where he can stand still and catch it, he turns up. Maybe he gets caught, but he's getting close to at least around the 50 or 40.
Yeah, that would have been a big explosion play, which they've needed all night. They've not been able to have these big chunk plays.
5:36 to go until halftime. Felon sends the man in motion from right to left. Be a handoff to Moore up the middle, and Wells thought he had a meeting in the backfield with Moore, but Moore cuts it back inside, goes forward for a gain of a couple, brings up 3rd and long. We'll call it about 3rd and 8. Got a lot of halftime scores coming in. We'll give you those here in a split second. It's 5:10 left to go here in the first half. Chargers on top by a wide margin. It's 43-0. And Haskins still warming up on the sideline with his helmet on. Imagine we see him next drive. Be the first time we see him this year here in Week 4. Westview playing 2 formidable opponents in the first 2 games of the year. Didn't get the 2s any runs. So now it'll be the first time we see Colin Haskins. Showed out some in the 7-on-7 as Felon drops back to pass on 3rd and 8. Goes to the left side, and it is caught. Stays in bounds. Does Hooper. And it'll be a first down for Obion County. First completion of the night for Obion County. 4:38 to go here in the first half.
Looks like he was able to get behind that cover, too. The guy just dropped it in that little zone.
Coach Callan's asking where the mix-up in communication was on that route by Hooper. Handoff now to Moore. Moore on the left side, trying to run through a tackle. And he will gain a few up around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you got 4 or 5 guys on you by the time you get the ball.
And they officially mark it at the 34, so it brings up 2nd down and 8. A lot of you, I know a lot of y'all have plans tomorrow. A lot of visits being taking place, especially to out east in Knoxville. A couple of our guys here, which we'll touch on at halftime. Asa Barnes, Miles Brown going on a visit tomorrow. I'd imagine Graham will head down to Tuscaloosa to watch Alabama play Wisconsin. And another little, just a fake handoff and a drop pass on the left side by Obion County. Intended to target Bradley Grady. Just can't see it in. Felon did throw it a little bit behind, but you got to catch that one. Still no one in front.
Yeah.
But so Graham in action tonight. Ty in action tomorrow against Wisconsin. And then head coach Jason Simpson and UT Martin have their home opener tomorrow night against Southern Illinois, which is going to be a good FCS-level matchup. 2 teams who have playoff aspirations every single year. SIU, members of the Missouri Valley. 2 receivers to the right. Felon takes a snap. He'll drop back to pass, and pressure's coming in. They're going to get a sack on Tucker Felon. And that's Jackson Couples in there on the sack. Couples had a big play last week where he took a fumble recovery, 92 yards to the house. And for Couples, his first sack of the season and his first tackle for loss.
It was fun watching the big boy run. That was a good one. I enjoyed it.
And C.D. Dameron will be back to receive the punt. Stands on his own 48-yard line. Last time, a negative 6-yard punt by Obion County as the clock ticks under 3 minutes to go here. This one a little bit better, and it'll get to the 49, and Dameron fair catches and backs out of the way before contact gets to him. And they're gonna mark him right at midfield. Josh thought he caught it about a yard further on, but nevertheless, Westview, once again, very favorable starting field position. 2:52 to go. And Josh, they can decide to go quick, try to put up another score. Westview realistically can still have 2 offensive possessions this half, and then they get the kickoff in the second half. And here it is. It is Colin Haskins. So for the first time this year, Colin Haskins will see game action here in the regular season. We'll see what he can do. Still see Miles Brown out there. He's behind the first unit offensive line.
I'm excited to see what the young man could do.
He showed some good promise in 7-on-7 action this year. Still has Asa Barnes, so he'll have some company to lean on, some experience as well. Haskins takes a snap. First snap of his will be thrown behind, and it'll be caught behind line of scrimmage and makes his way past midfield and stepped out of bounds on the catch for Westview. That's going to be Tayshawn Ward, his second catch of the night. Called a gain of 1. Maybe a little nerve settling in. Yes, you're up 40. You're up 43-0, but you're getting your first varsity snaps, especially as a freshman.
No, it's a big time playing as a freshman. I think it's huge. Oops,
speaking
great
of
run,
hands off to Barnes. Barnes bowls over a man. Has enough for the Winstead Real Estate Land Company first down inside the 40-yard line. Here comes Keyshawn Frame, where he had his first game action here last year. It was a transfer as well. Came over from, I believe, the Union City area. Barnes will come out. First down and 10. Ball spotted on the 38. Haskins drops back to pass. Has Brown underneath. Haskins steps up. Trying to roll back, and this is what you don't want to see if you're a head coach. And a good block, and the flag comes out. It's going to be a crackback block, and Haskins is going to go out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. But that crackback block is going to be called.
17 looks dazed.
Yeah, that's going to – it's a safety penalty. It's a penalty that's there to prevent safety. I believe it was Keyshawn Frame laying the block. It's one that, as a football fan, Josh, you don't like the call, but you understand it from a safety perspective. It's a blindside block and personal foul.
No, it was normal whenever I played and whenever a lot of the older audience played, but it's no longer part of the game because they want to try to reduce the concussions that happen with these young men.
And early in the year, not really early in the year, more of the start scrimmages, C.D. Dameron played in one of those Guardian caps.
Oh, yeah.
So
see more and more players playing in them. It's become more normalized for these high school and college and even NFL players to play in them.
1st and 25, 15-yard penalty. 2:04 left to go. Frame in the backfield with Haskins.
5.
And play clock down to 3. Haskins takes a snap. He will drop back to pass. Throws quick to Miles Brown. And Brown spinning out of a tackle. He'll fall forward to the 46-yard line. Had a offensive lineman pulling out to block in front. That was Jalen Tisdale, the junior.
Jalen's a big boy.
He
just
is big
turned
boy.
16 the other day. I know his mama, Weekly County Prevention Coalition, and when I saw the photo, I was like, oh my gosh, I can remember when he was 4 foot tall.
It's an offensive line that boasts a lot of size.
Yes. They've done a great job tonight.
And not just experience, too. The size factor, too. 90 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Trips to the right. Haskins will drop back to pass. Haskins will go and, just out of the reach of the intended target, Brown. Brown almost had a great toe tap on the sideline. Haskins put it to where he thought only Brown could get it. And good wherewithal by Miles Brown to try to keep the feet down.
No, he was trying to get it in between the space. You have the corner and the safety right there. It was not a bad throw because if the guy's not going to catch it, guess what? It's going out of bounds.
1:21 to go, 3rd and 18. Haskins, it'll be a screen pass, and it'll be caught by Frame. Frame gets a block. Frame trying to cut it back inside, but Obion County shuts that down real quick. They'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage to the 47. And I believe we'll see a punt.
Yeah, this will be the first punt of the night, I believe.
And Dantes Joy has been manning punting duties, and here he comes back out. Westview did not punt last week. Joy had 3 punts in the week 1 win. Averaging, I think, on the northern side of about 39.5 yards per punt. Had a long of 44 in week 1.
Yeah, which is great for a high school punter.
Especially for a guy who necessarily is an athlete and not really punting isn't his strong suit. Kenzer Pratt has the leg. Don't know if we'll see him punt this year at all, but also too it gives you that when your punter is a guy like Joy, it gives you the extra athlete on the field. Joy low line drive, but it's gonna work out. I don't know how Joy got that past the defense, but a line drive kick that Josh maybe was 3.5, 4 feet off the ground, and a lot of spin on it. And it's gonna be
It was a knuckleball, toe punch.
It just rolled forever. 22 seconds to go in the first half. Just rolled and rolled and rolled.
That may have hit the gap in his cleat.
Yeah, the gap in his cleat also may have found the gap between 3 different defenders who were right in his face.
Yes.
Hey, you love these little oddities sometimes.
Yep.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Obion County. Miles Brown comes back in on defense. We'll see how Westview decides to incorporate more of their second string unit here in the second half.
I'm excited to see some of these young kids play. We'll see what Obion County does to see if they can.
And Felon will go on the out route. That one just slipped out of the hand, but it's caught on the reception for the Rebels. Bryson Underwood be down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of.
Unless they call a timeout, they're not getting another play.
No, it's going to be a gain of 4 to end the half. That one looked like it slipped out of Felon's hand. And that's how we go into the halftime break. 43-0. The Chargers piling it on here in the first 24 minutes of play. And Josh, when we start the second half, we will have that running clock here. So no getting home at 4 a.m. this week. We'll have a good little rolling clock here in the second half. But for right now, it's 43-0. We will take a 60-second break from the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. Chargers up big here in Obion County on the Sports 731 Network.
Crave Restaurant in Martin is a unique eatery that specializes in nutrient-dense foods, high in protein, low in calories. Try our protein bowls, cauliflower barbecue chicken pizza, pepperoni pizza, and much more. Meals are prepared with fresh ingredients Monday through Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Order online through the Toast app for easy pickup or have it delivered through DoorDash. Call it in at 731-281-4865 or dine in at 129 Neal Street. Crave. Taste the difference.
Hey ladies, are you ready to shine? Discover a new look at R&R on Lindell Boutique. From trendy outfits to must-have accessories like our custom hat design station, we've got everything you need to complement your style. Come shop with us at 228 South Lindell Street, right next to a Woodfire Pizza Kitchen in Martin. We're open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. R&R on Lindell Boutique, where style meets fun.
And welcome into the Winston Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. My name is Jared Davidson, and joining alongside me tonight, Josh Greer. What a fun first half if you're a Westview Charger fan. 43-0 is the halftime score, and we'll give you the scoring breakdown here real quick before we get going into, just our general halftime breakdown. And so for the scoring breakdown this evening, looking at it, to start the game off, Asa Barnes found the end zone from 8 yards out with 9:19 to play. The two-point conversion was good to make it 8-0 Westview. And then about 2 minutes later, exactly on the dot, Simpson found Dantes Joy for a 36-yard touchdown. And the extra point was good. They led Obion County 15-0. And then on the ensuing kickoff, which was kind of the tip of the iceberg that really started to break things down for Obion County, Nathan Cole takes a fumble back for a touchdown, and Westview extended their lead to 22-0 with 7:18 left in the first quarter. Then Messiah Ward on the following Obion County possession had an interception in the next play from scrimmage. Asa Barnes just did not run it in. He manhandled about 5 different defenders into the end zone from 31 yards out. That put the score at 29-0, and that was the score at the end of the first quarter. And then in the second quarter with 11 minutes to go, Asa Barnes for the third time tonight, 36-0 on that score. And then Simpson hit Brown on a swing route for a 6-yard touchdown. And that was the last score of the first half with 5:52 to go as Westview leads Obion County 43-0 in that first half. Josh, just initial thoughts on that half from both teams.
Well, if you are Westview, you're really excited. You're able to, start earlier than you have in the previous two outings, and you were able to score on offense and special teams, which is big. They've created a turnover on defense as well, so you're looking at all 3 phases of the game. If you're Obion County, you got to stop the bleeding, you got to stop the mistakes. There was too many mistakes on their end, and you cannot create short field positions for this offense. This is a dangerous offense.
And I think the biggest mistake for Obion County was those back-to-back turnovers. If you give Westview an inch, they will take a mile, especially early in ball games where they have an opportunity to bury you early. And that's exactly what happened. Obion County had the fumble on the kickoff that Cole picked up and ran back. And then Messiah Ward just kind of catches a floater out of nowhere for that interception. Then the next play, Asa Barnes, obviously 31 yards. This is Asa Barnes' best game of the year so far. 3 rushing touchdowns. Coming into tonight, Josh, on the 2025 season, was the leading rusher with 160 yards on 24 carries and 2 touchdowns. Had 5 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown. He's doubled his total touchdown numbers already in that first half alone. So it went from 3 on the year to now 6, has 3 so far, and I can't wait to see the official rushing numbers from our stats man, Dan Skates, later on tonight, who provides all these stats. If you're Westview, now you're just seeing what you can get from Colin Haskins, your 2 unit. Haskins is a year younger than Simpson, so if things stay the course, he will be the starter by the time his senior year comes around, and has the chance to not only play under a good offensive coach and head coach Matt McConnell, but also has a chance to learn from one of his best friends, Graham Simpson, who, Graham can help him, fine-tune those things. We saw a little shakiness, his first varsity action in real game minutes at the end of that first half. But this is going to be, you look back and we know in 2 years from now or 3 years from now when he's a senior and he's getting that start to start the year, it's going to pay off dividends now, getting to learn not only under Matt McConnell and Graham Simpson, but getting these game reps here early.
Yeah, it's important to get these game reps in. You're a freshman. As a freshman, you would never think that you're going to get to play at the quarterback position.
Unless you're last year's Graham Simpson.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Well, that's 1 in a million
yeah,
or more.
That's a generational style talent.
Yeah, that is a generational style talent. You're exactly right. But I'm wondering from Obion County standpoint if they have a little bit of the ghost from last year, all the points they were putting on them, if they came out here almost with a defeatist attitude. It is interesting to kind of see them maybe not go for it whenever they're at midfield and it's like 4th and 4. You would think that you would try to do something to motivate your team because you're not able to stop this Westview offense. Not the first shot.
No, not. You just can't. Like you said, it's the mistakes. But then again, Westview is more than likely going to have a long offensive drive from no matter where they start.
Yes.
But if you, like you said earlier when we started this halftime breakdown, if you give them starting field position inside your own 30-yard line, you can almost check it down as a score, unless it was, Mace in week 1 of the first half where, Mace had a really good defense, one of the biggest teams in size-wise in Shelby County. But other than that, like I mentioned earlier, give them a bench, they will take a mile for this Westview team. Both bands will perform at halftime. We had a longer halftime break, so we're going to extend this little halftime show a little bit. 20 minutes we'll put on the clock. Josh, we're going to go back to that Dantes Joy conversation before we take our first break. Joy has 2 offers from Arkansas Tech. UT Martin, I would imagine he's leaning towards the hometown. UT Martin, it's home on his in his hometown. And if he gets under a coach like head coach Jason Simpson and can develop for a while, he can be a guy who, like you said, as a senior right now, has the great athletic build frame of a wide receiver, of a collegiate wide receiver. He's about 6 foot, 6'1". Yep. It's put on a ton of muscle in the past 2 years. And we mentioned it. His first game against Dresden as a sophomore put his name up there in like the top 5 of all-time single-game receiving yards in the state of Tennessee with about over 310 yards. I think he had 317 total and 3 touchdowns, and a lot of that was yards after the catch. He even had a 99-yard catch where he didn't score on because he ran out of gas at the end. As a sophomore, you can expect that. If he got that same play now, he's taking it to the house with no one within 15 yards of him. At the collegiate level, he's him and C.D. Dameron are 2 of the most formidable seniors on this offense right now. We'll touch on the offensive line later. Those 2 guys both have the chance to go play at UTM. I believe that's where C.D. Dameron has his loan offer from as well. If they can get into that system and develop, there's no telling what they can do, especially at a FCS level now when, FCS are getting to have the kind of not the same, big facilities as a Power 4 or a regular FBS, but there's some solid FCS where, quality talent has come out of in the league.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of talent that comes out. It doesn't matter where you play. It's how you produce and how you're able to get in front of the scouts. Being biased, UTM alumni, I would love to have them at UT Martin. I'd love to have them have 100 offers apiece. But if you're going to have 2 or 3 offers, I think being at UT Martin would be great.
Yes.
That Coach Simpson's been there for, 20 years now?
Yeah, this is his 20th year coaching.
Yeah, so that's amazing. And so the stability of the coaching staff.
Yes.
You understand the players that they've developed. The Tennessee Titans took the young man from Wilson County.
Colton Dow.
Yep. So Colton Dow a few years ago in the 7th round. You can get drafted from these schools. And
you even look at it. Dresser Wynn, a guy who has seen time on NFL rosters before, but also too, had a great year in the USFL in that little 3-game stretch. There's talent there. I mean, you have guys who have been. I think Colton Dow was the first draft pick in 10 years for UT Martin. They had one back in 2013 as well, a while back. Can't remember the name. It's escaping me right now. But it's always quality.
Rodney Williams?
Yeah, I think it was Rodney Williams. May have been. But there's, even like in the undrafted free agent market, there's ways to get to the league. There's ways to further your career. You don't have to have the Alabama, USC, Tennessee offers. And I've looked at Ace's offers real quick before I said that. Yeah. But, talent will find you. And I think for Dantes Joy, you get under a quality coaching staff with good facilities who will invest time in you. You look at, I'll go to the quarterback route. You look at young quarterbacks who went through that program, Jared Neal, Derek Carr, even, Dresser Wynn was there for 6 years. You look at the quarterback talent that went through there that is sitting in the record books of UTM. Just that way that they can develop talent, and head coach Jason Simpson and what he has done with that staff. He's had coordinators that have gone and left. Just how good of a coach he has that have gone, that have gone to FBS levels. I think Polizzi went to Tulsa a few years ago. Talent will find you. I think Dantes Joy, if he does choose to go to UT Martin, will have a phenomenal playing career.
And he looks like a grown man already.
Yes.
Like you said, he's put on muscle. I think he can play almost immediately at some of these opportunities that have been given to him.
And so we got about 11 and a half minutes left to go until the halftime timer is down. So we're going to go ahead and take our first 3-minute break. On the other side, we'll get you some scores from around the area and give a thanks to our sponsors and what we want to see from each team in the second half. But right now, a break from the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth here on the Sports 730 Network.
Come see Premier Furniture with 2 great locations in downtown McKenzie and in Union City. They've got everything to make your house feel like home. From cozy bedding to stylish dinette sets, recliners, sectionals, sofas, love seats, and more. Add the perfect touch with entertainment consoles, accent chairs, bedroom suites, and accessories to match your style. Whether you're furnishing a new space or updating your favorite room, it's well worth the drive to Premier Furniture in McKenzie and Union City.
Got a leaky roof? Missing shingles? Or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement. No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply has just what you need for your next home upgrade or big project. From durable Trex composite decking to sleek Marvin windows to semi-custom cabinets that fit your style and budget. C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply has Traeger grills for your weekend barbecues, Milwaukee tools for the job site, Valspar paint to refresh any space, plus culverts, lumber, hardware, and so much more. C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply. Call 731-341-4408 or stop by 8487 Highway 22 in Dresden.
Hey folks, if you're considering buying or selling your home, listen up. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is West Tennessee's #1 choice for buying and selling real estate. From spacious family homes to large land tracts, they have the expertise to skillfully help you maneuver the market. Winstead Real Estate and Land Company is your full-service home solution, every step, every detail, all in-house. So why wait? Visit Winstead Real Estate and Land Company in Martin, Tennessee, or at winsteadrealestateandland.com, where you can always expect the very best.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
Back. There we go. We're back now. I hit the wrong button. We're back now. Our producer wouldn't take a bathroom break, and you can't trust me with the laptop. But we are back here in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. Once again, it's 43-0 here. They stopped the clock at 9:23. I guess it's still let the bands keep going. But, I mean, usually only about 2 or 3 minutes is added to the end of those timers. Once again, the score 43-0. Westview on top here in the Region 7 3A opener. The Chargers will have one more non-region contest later in the year. That's in 2 weeks when they welcome in a really good D2 Lausanne, in which I was talking to some of the coaches down there. They're like, some teams sent some tape in of Lausanne, and Lausanne looks really good. They're always a pretty good school. Made the playoffs last year, I believe. Won in the second round, or lost in the second round in I think it was an overtime game against USJ, which, for many of you who don't know, offensive coordinator down at USJ, former Ole Miss quarterback. It's Bo.
Wallace.
Bo Wallace. Yep. There you go. Yeah.
Bo and I got in an argument one day at a 7-on-7 at UT Martin. Bo is a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
We apologize to each other. We're both heated coaches.
He's one of those guys that is a fiery coach, too. Like, he showed it in college, but he carries that fireness over on. Getting some scores up here from around the area. Munford up 33-28 against Woodford, Kentucky. Let's get here. Dresden up over Gleason 34-6 it's not halftime, but I believe it's in the third quarter. Henry County, last score update we got was 38-0 at halftime over Dixon County. Josh, I know that's one you're keeping your eye on. And Huntington up on Halls 35-6. And let's see here, another score update, 34-6. Adamsville is up on, doesn't say who they're up on, it says they're up. Brewston up on Fulton County, Kentucky 19-8 in the second quarter. South Fulton, last update we got was 13-0 up over Greenfield. That's a region game as well. Peabody up 31-7 on JCM at the half, I believe, in that one. It's Adamsville up on Riverside. That's it is 27-6. Loretto over Scotts Hill, 34-6. Let's see here. Getting some more updates here. We just scroll through updates and you see your own team. Westview up 43-0 over Obion County. Dyersburg up 32-12, and they are up against McNary tonight. That's in McNary. It's in Selmer. So Dyersburg up in their region opener as well. Let's see here. I believe that's Bolivar at halftime up over Ripley 14-7. That one's close at the halftime break. Dyer County up over Crockett County 14-6. I believe in our picks, I think I picked Dyer County. I'm not entirely sure. It's Jordan kind of called me, and I was on firing them off because I forgot to send them in. Millington up on Fayette Ware 14-0 Union City. Last update we got, it is 7-7 at halftime against Crittenden County, Kentucky. So Union City tied there. McKenzie up on Perry County 35-0 at halftime. USJ up on Fayette Academy, 48-0 at half as well. Lexington up at the half over Northside, 16-6. Head coach Derek Carr and his crew
finally getting things going.
Had a I think now lost last week, but 2-1 on the year, or 1-2. But like I said, that team looks vastly improved from last year as well, in a tough 4A region down there.
Yes, it is a very tough one.
Obion County, that old region with Obion County and Fayette Ware, both those teams went down to the 3A level. I think Fayette Ware went down to the Memphis region, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, Obion County came here. But Crockett and Dyer County moving to that north side, south side, Crockett region. Crockett moved in as well. So, Dyer and Crockett, I misspoke. That Lexington, north side, south side, Chester County region, and what is just a tough region in 4A. And that's all the
You surprised by any of the scores tonight?
The only score I'm really shocked about is probably the Peabody JCM score. Not necessarily that Peabody's up, but maybe it's the 24-point margin at halftime.
Yep.
That's probably the only one I'm really, shocked about. Josh, before we take a minute and thank our sponsors, in the second half, you're going to see two different things from two different squads. Westview's going to have more of their JV2s unit in. What do you expect to see from both squads?
No, I think they're going to still continue to call the same plays and keep the same offense running. So it will be interesting to kind of see these twos come in. If you're Obion County, you still got to play your ones.
Yep.
I think you got to get better at what you're doing and see if you can score a couple points. But if these twos can hold them off, it would be a big night for them, and I think they would be very happy. I'm excited to see Haskins play.
Yeah.
Brian, his father, whenever I did my student teaching, was like a mentor for me. He was always very positive, and I really appreciate it. He's been very successful at coaching boys and women's basketball. So,
I mean, heck, his girls' basketball team at Westview just won 3 of the last 4 state titles at the 2A level. And now, granted, it'd be interesting to see how he brings back a lot of that. Brings back the class he does. Lost a big senior class. Give a little basketball preview. That starts in about 2 months. So we're getting closer and closer to a hectic period of the schedule, with playoff football and some basketball early season starting. But, he's a good coach. That defense will always be an anchor, no matter who he has out there. There's going to be a team that competes all the time. And like you mentioned, just, Brian Hasson's like a mentor to you. He also is a great guy, along with Brian Allen, who do a lot of stuff for us that allow us to broadcast and bring you live stream action. Josh, looking ahead at the schedule, Westview next week will be at McNary, who, like I said earlier, is down to Dyersburg right now. We talked about it. This 3-game road trip comes to an end next week, and then 4 of the last 5 are at home. Here's the remainder of Westview's schedule after next week. Home versus Lausanne, home versus Ripley, home versus Bolivar. Week 9, that fall break bye week, which I think the entire west half of Tennessee kind of takes that fall break off. I know a few teams still play if that's just where, how the schedule aligns. But fall break now is a week, so you don't want your players to have to be in all week. You want them to get a little deserved break. Now, there'll be some light lifting if players are still in town. That'll definitely take place, but you want them to take that break. But after fall break, It's the two to end the season that it always is. At Dyersburg versus Covington, it's always the two biggest games of the year in region play that are in the last. So looking ahead at those two, it's going to be a fun one between those two teams. Dyersburg's always tough. And, of course, you had that instant classic 59-55 game, or 59-54 last year in the regular season. That
Everybody tuned in.
Everyone tuned in. Speaking of that, one of my notes on Simpson on my call sheet tonight, it's always on my call sheet. He set the TSSAA record for passing yards in a game with 620 in that ball game. Westview last year set a school record with 64 points in the first half against Obion County tonight, sitting 21 points below that at 43. They put up 29 in that first quarter as well. Obion County band is still out on the field performing, and we're still up here in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. We're going to go ahead and give a big thanks to all of our sponsors real quick. Once again, thank you to Winstead Real Estate and Land Company for our broadcast booth. Our Week 4 game day sponsors, E&H Refrigeration, R&R on Lindell Boutique, and Crave Restaurant. Davis Clothing in Lexington. Josh, you're rocking the polo tonight. I knew it was going to be hot, so I'm rocking just a pullover Westview top. I sweat a lot, so I wanted to be a little bit cooler. But no, Jordan told me we're supposed to be getting some quarter zips in when it gets a little cooler, so
right.
I will definitely rock the quarter zip. I'm someone who will never turn down a quarter zip, but thank you to Davis Clothing in Lexington for the clothing attire. Sponsors for our pregame show, Wendell Alexander Realty, Road Runner Driving School, and Martin Medical Center. Our keys to the game sponsor, Weekly County Prevention Coalition. First down sponsor, again, Winstead Real Estate and Land Company. Our red zone sponsor, C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply. Our timeout sponsor, R&R on Lindell Boutique. Touchdown sponsor, First Response Security Services. There's been a lot of touchdowns scored. There have been, quick math, 6 touchdowns scored tonight. The Hawks Nest Sports Venue, our replay sponsor, thank you to them. Our pregame meal, Domino's, once again, thank you this week for providing us a pregame meal. And last week as well, Mason and I kind of camped out in the Froggy van with whatever pizza we had left and ate some pizza during the rain delay last week that lasted an hour and a half. Our defensive stop sponsor, E&H Refrigeration. Our top performer player of the game right now, which Josh, at halftime, we kind of have an early contender for that, and that's Asa Barnes with 3 touchdowns tonight so far. It's American Roofing Soft Wash with that one, and then our fan cam sponsor, once again, Skyhawk Rentals. Post-game coach interview sponsors, Town and Country Dry Cleaners, and then Charger Post-game show, same as our pregame show, Wendell Alexander Realty, Roadrunner Driving School, Martin Medical Center, and then our additional sponsors. Thank you all so much for making these broadcasts possible. Precision Auto Body, Weekly Ford Nissan, Tux Discount Sales, Premier Furniture, Crave Restaurant, Dynamics Physical Therapy, West Tennessee Public Utilities, The Color Shop Restoration, West Tennessee Metal, L.I. Smith & Associates, and West Tennessee Healthcare Volunteer Hospital. Once again, thank you to every single one of our sponsors who help make these game days possible. Got about 2:10 left to go on the halftime countdown. I imagine about a minute or two will be added to that. But with that being said, we're going to take another 3-minute break when we come back at the start of the second half here in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth on the Sports 731 Network.
Skyhawk Rentals offers a versatile management style covering both residential and commercial properties, as well as offering combined sales and property management services. If you're an owner looking to address your real estate and property management needs, we're it. If you're a tenant in need of an affordable space to live and work, we'll help you find your nest. As the largest property management company in the area, we'll work hard to meet your needs and provide superior customer service. To find out more, call Skyhawk Rentals at 731-587-2937 or stop by 224 South Lindell Street today.
In the world of sports, precision and excellence define champions. Dynamics Physical Therapy is dedicated to enhancing athletic performance and preventing injuries by serving schools and their athletes. Elevate your game with Dynamics. Visit dynamics.life to learn more.
Weekly Ford Nissan has been in business for over 60 years, showcasing the complete line of Ford vehicles like Ford Mustang, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Expedition, and Ranger, and F-150 trucks. Plus, you'll find a full line of Nissan vehicles, such as the Nissan Versa, Sentra, and Altima sedans, plus Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, Kicks, and Frontier trucks, and a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Weekly Ford Nissan offers their warranty forever on all new and select pre-owned vehicles. And, of course, their complete parts and service department. Shop online at weeklyauto.com or visit 841 North Lindell Street in Martin.
Wendell Alexander Realty is the premier real estate expert serving Northwest Tennessee with a deep-rooted commitment to excellence and local knowledge. Founded in 1985, we understand the unique needs of our community because we live and work here. Combining local expertise with high-end marketing techniques, we ensure your property stands out in the marketplace. Trust Wendell Alexander Realty to deliver exceptional service and results. Contact us today at 731-281-1220 to experience the difference.
If you're looking for a place to sit back, relax, and have some fun, check out the Hawk's Nest in Martin. Each week they have weekly specials including $2 tacos on Tuesday, both beef and chicken. Also on Wednesday, check out the best wings in Weakley County with 50-cent wings at the Hawk's Nest. Thursday karaoke and also deals on pizza and many other food items. Also on Friday and Saturday night, be sure to check out live music, DJs, karaoke, and more. And don't forget, folks, they're open on Sunday, so be sure to stop by and support your favorite teams as all the games will be on the tune at the Hawk's Nest, 105 Church Street in Martin.
Cold mornings, hot showers, wet jeans, warm dryers. West Tennessee Public Utility District has you covered with natural gas water heaters and dryers for sale. No big box chaos, just local, reliable, energy-saving comfort. Call 731-986-8289 to find your perfect match. WTPUD, where comfort meets community.
Oh man!
But no, he was a stud. His sister was a stud.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ran for Ole Miss.
Yeah, Laurel.
Yeah. Good
Hey,
family.
Mason, are we back? Okay, I was making sure.
The best teams aren't born. They're forged in the heat of practice and knowledge that if you get the little things right, the big things become second nature. Building a great team is hard, demanding work that takes single-minded dedication and sacrifice. And that's how we've built the cardiovascular team at West Tennessee Healthcare, the highest performing team in the state and one of the top 6% in the nation.
As a small local company, L.I. Smith & Associates is proud to support this community. Our team is composed of nearly 50 staff members, including a team of professional engineers, professional land surveyors, and office support staff, all of whom work together to provide multi-state coverage for projects of all sizes. With nearly 50 years of industry experience, you can trust L.I. Smith with your next project.
2.5-hour drive, and first round starts at 8:45. So, okay, sweet. And welcome back into the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth. The second half is getting ready to get underway here in Troy, Tennessee. Thank you all for tuning in. My name's Jared Davidson, and joining me tonight, Josh Greer. And it's 43-0, Chargers on top. Here, as we get ready to start the second half, in which will feature a running clock, Westview will receive the second half kickoff.
You think they'll have a full sell on defense, or they'll keep some of the starters in?
Yeah,
gradually.
I think it'll be a gradual pulling out of. I think you see guys like Asa, Miles, and them come out first. But, young sophomores like Messiah Ward will probably stay in for a little while longer. You didn't really see them fully dump out their entire full 22 set of starters last year until late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So last night, you see Simpson, the flak jacket has come off, as I like to call it, has already come off and sitting down behind him. He'll have a headset on. He'll have a headset on during the offensive set.
Oh,
he
that's
did it.
great.
He's done it a few times during scrimmages as well. I believe Coach Estrie will give him his headset.
Yeah, because Coach Haskins.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Damn,
Bug. Yeah, Bug flying in the window up here in our booth. Wait, is Westview kicking?
Yeah,
off?
they're kicking off. They received.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did receive. I'm sorry, I misspoke because the referee in the initial pregame meeting did signal for the Westview for Obion County to receive the opening half kickoff. But I digress. It'll be Obion County. Apologies for the miscommunication.
We had a bunch of running clocks at Dresden, but we were 1A, so we had to keep most of the people in.
Yeah, you know, it's a 1A school where a lot of your guys are playing both ways. Yeah. Dresden was up over Gleason earlier, and that's a region game. A lot of region games now, as you know, get to week 4 and week 5, you constantly get these region games for teams that have 7 to 8 team regions. It'll be Kinzer Pratt to kick off. And Pratt will kick off. The second half is underway. This one going left, and it'll be caught at the 5-yard line by Obion County. As tries to make a move back inside, falls just shy of the 25. Corey Wells in there on the tackle, along with Jackson Couples, Finn Snyder. And that'll be about it. And also in there as well, Mixon McDaniel. Haven't called his name a lot tonight in that linebacker core. Running clock has been activated. So Obion County will start with the ball. They go left to right, donning the all-red. Looks like a Bizarro World Ole Miss team out there for all you comic book fans. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Felon still in at quarterback, along with Moore to his left. Moore takes the handoff from the snap and stuffed in the backfield. Met first by Alex Evans. Alex Evans kind of took his blocker and pushed him back into Moore, and that allowed the rest of the cavalry to get there. Cavalry. Cavalry and cavalry are 2 different words.
Oh, it's all good. We know. There's a whole slew of Westview Chargers in the back.
Slew. You can pick any adjective you want to. Josh, I said it in games like last year. I called a mix of Jackson Christian and Westview last year, so I did a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Had a lot of games that were running clock in the second quarter. Things tend to be a little bit looser.
Yep.
3 receivers to the left, 2nd and 11 for the Rebels. Felon will take off and run up the middle before he's met by 3 Chargers. Gets passed back to the original line of scrimmage, it appears, back to the 24. It'll be 3rd down and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, it looked like a little QB draw there. They had guys release out. I thought it was going to be a pass at first.
Yeah, it looked one of those.
2-second delay.
Yeah, a little roll out, then tuck it and run. 2 receivers either side now. Moore to the left, a Felon in the backfield. 3rd down and still 11. 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Felon will drop back to pass. Evans off the backside edge, and that pass will be – that's going to be a pass interference flag, I believe, on the coverage. Tayshawn Ward.
I think he was afraid he got beat, but he had him in good position because the quarterback wasn't going to get the ball to him.
Also in on the coverage, Caleb Campbell. South Gibson up on Southside, 17-6. Southside was up early in that ball game.
South Gibson, they played tough this year.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to beat Milan.
It's a Ben Johnson team, man. They're always going to play tough.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, former coordinator on that state championship team back in 21.
Former linebacker for UTM.
Yep.
Actually had a cup of tea with the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's crazy how, you can get out one of those, we'll continue this conversation after the snap. Felon takes a snap. He will fake the handoff, pass short behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be up past the 40. It looked like he was behind the 40 and then worked his way up towards around the 43, 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd and medium after the gain, but going back to the conversation, I think you can, get one of those, crime scene, cork boards almost, and map it out. Yep. Have you team at the center and players who have stemmed from that Skyhawk organization to now coaches here in the local West Tennessee area. You got Derek Carr, Jared Neal used to coach. He coached now more towards Central Tennessee. Sidearm pass by Felon falls incomplete. Intended target was going to be Bryson Underwood. But just so much talent that played under head coach Jason Simpson and got to just learn under his system and learn his coaching style are now really successful coaches here at West Tennessee, no matter what level you are, 1A up to even 5 and 6A.
And to even call out a friend, Jared Neal, he shared time with someone named Dylan Favre, if you remember that name. Mm-hmm. Dylan's now coaching high school football in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah, it's just so much you can map out to high school football coaching. Felon takes a snap on 3rd and 6. Facing pressure, steps up, he will tuck it and run. Jukes back towards the middle, is past midfield into Westview territory, and the best play of the night for Obion County. And there goes Tucker Felon. Felon back towards the middle of the field. He's going to be inside the red zone. And Tucker Felon, the bright spot right now, the lone bright play for Obion County tonight. 1st and 10 inside the red zone now. First time Obion County has taken a snap inside the Westview 40.
Yeah, he ran through about 3 arm tackles. You got to make sure you wrap up and drive your feet.
Well, you got some new guys in there, even some of the guys who are still in there that are starters. Some of those maybe taking the foot off the gas a little bit. It's going to be a handoff to Moore on the left side. Moore bounces it back towards the middle before being met. And I can't tell if that was Jamal or not, but someone on the right side of that Westview defensive line, Josh, came over the offensive lineman to wrap up Tucker Moore. And I'm not talking about jumping over. I'm talking about bear hug to reach the person behind you.
Yes.
It's a gain of about 1. It's going to be 2nd and goal to go. 6:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and a drive with a running clock that has taken almost half the quarter. 2nd and goal, Felon takes a snap. He will drop back to pass. Has 3 passing touchdowns on the year, and that one short again.
Oh.
And you got to put a little more on that one if you want to complete. Intended target, Underwood again. Felon on the year, 3 passing touchdowns, now 4 interceptions. Messiah Ward with his first interception of the year earlier this evening. And it looked to be about a 10-yard out route on the goal line for Underwood. It's 3rd down and goal to go from the 10. Felon takes a snap. He'll drop back to pass again, going away, and they'll go to Argo on the wheel route. Argo drops it, falls incomplete. Good pressure.
There was actually a good throw by him
as
well. You got to be able to make that catch. Last throw, maybe not so much. He bounced it to him, but that was a pretty good throw. His receiver needs to make the play.
And on the coverage for Westview, it'll be Tyler Dunphy, the senior in there. Met him as the ball met as well. 4th down and goal to go. Obion County will go for it. Felon looking over the middle of the field, fires one, and it is caught for the game, or for the first touchdown of the Rebels. A 10-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Felon.
He threw a strike on that one.
It's the first score of the night for Obion County.
As you stated earlier, though, they got a few guys out there that have not played much this season. Go ahead.
But if you're Obion County, to see one go into the end zone finally here for the first time tonight, Dameron's going to trot onto the field late.
No, it's going to feel good. Obviously, you don't want to have 0 on the scoreboard at the end of the game, but
and kick is up and good, 43-7. That is your score as Obion County takes 6.5 minutes off the clock in a running clock situation. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 30-second break here on the Sports 731 Network.
Supporting Westview High School athletics, the Color Shop family of companies is here for you. Since 1977, Color Shop has provided the top-of-line flooring and paint to the community. Color Shop Construction specializes in new and remodels in commercial and residential spaces. And when life throws you a curveball, like a leak or natural disaster, Color Shop Restoration is ready with expert staff and the right tools to get you back on track fast. The Color Shop family is proud to serve Martin and the surrounding areas for over 40 years. Go Chargers!
And back here on the Sports 731 Network, back here in the Winstead Real Estate and Land Company broadcast booth, Tucker Felon, his 4th touchdown pass on the year. As Obion County gets on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, 43-7. Colin Haskins will come back out for his 2nd drive of the night.
And if you're Westview right now, what do you want from the young quarterback?
I think you just want to see a little bit more confidence in the pocket. The first few passes were a little shaky, and I think that's just because, it's his first varsity minutes. And speaking of Haskins will go back deep to receive. He had 1 catch last week for about 19 yards and
great little route.
Yeah, great little route. Turned a drag route into a 19, almost 20-yard gain. Had some speed on it as well. So it'll be Haskins back deep to receive along with Skylar Freeman. Got a bug attacking my partner up here. It's attacking me now, too. But 43-7. Chargers on top here.
This is a difficult thing when you start pulling folks. Who's next on the chart?
Yeah, you're trying to look around, figure out where,
plug and play.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out where Jane Doe is on the sideline.
Yep.
Excited to see what the twos can do out here. Here in the second half. Long little delay here. I don't know what's taking so long.
Maybe they were allowing them to sub, but
maybe, but I mean.
Yeah, that's not typical.
And there we go. Play clock now starts.
All right.
Lexington leads Northside 23-6 at the half.
Wow.
Lexington, good bounce back after a throttling last week at the hands of Crockett County.
Here comes the swim.
And there goes a little pooch kick, and this one will bounce out of bounds. It'll be a penalty free kick out of bounds. I'd imagine Westview will just take the penalty yardage and not a re-kick. And Corey Wells coming out on offense, too. Glad to see him. He's a guy who got some running action in at the tight end spot in 7-on-7s.
See if we can string along a few positive plays and maybe trickle down the field.
Running clock, 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. At the point of the night, Josh, where I can put my flip card away for Westview and just straight up look at the roster card.
Yes.
Westview head coached by Matt McConnell.
All right, got about 8 seconds.
7 seconds, and Haskins realizes it. 3-2 has to take the snap quick. 2-1 does it, and hands off to, looks to be Keyshawn Frame, and he will fall forward for maybe a yard on the play. If that looks like it's going to be second down and 9. And another back him up, no gain, second down and 10. Ball on the Westview 48-yard line. Be another handoff, no play action. Strike over the middle. That one will be caught by Campbell.
Fumble.
And fumble. Westview looks like they fall back on it. Caleb Campbell made the catch. Turned upfield a little bit too quick and loose with the football. And they will say it was caught.
Yeah, it was a good throw and catch. You just got to hold on to the ball whenever you turn upfield.
And a Winstead Real Estate Land Company first down on the play, too. Caleb Campbell, his first catch of the season. You know, if it continues like this, it's going to be a long stat posting tomorrow by head coach, by our stats man, Dan Skates.
Yep.
He's going to appreciate all he does. Man in motion is Tayshawn Ward. It'll be a jet sweep. Haskins with the fake. And Ward works his way back in the middle. Tayshawn Ward has a gap. Tayshawn Ward takes the jet sweep. 43 yards to the house. Flag comes flying. Not sure exactly what that was about. Maybe a taunting play by Ward. But Tayshawn Ward took it 43 yards to the house. We're going to hold up on the touchdown call. Man, Tayshawn Ward cut that back up, and he's one of these athletes that plays both football and basketball, excuse me. But, man, once he cut back to the middle, found a small seam, and it was off to the races for Tayshawn Ward. And flag will be waved off. Touchdown stands. First Response Security Services touchdown. Tayshawn Ward takes the handoff 43 yards to the house. And the Chargers, extra point away from going up by 43. Saw the drone light, thought it was a flag flying again. It's just the camera.
Yep.
3:05 to go in the third quarter. Got a timeout by Westview on the field. Not all their personnel was out there, it looked like. We'll keep it right here. It's a R&R Lindell Boutique timeout.
As a former special teams coordinator, I can tell you this is a difficult part of your day. You have to have that sheet, and you're like, who is the third left tackle for kickoff?
So Tayshawn Ward took a jet sweep 43 yards to the house.
Oh, and did it look good? Yes.
Oh, it looked great. Like for our radio broadcaster, for our radio listeners, if you're not tuned in on the Westview Charger Athletic Facebook page or the YouTube page or on the website, you missed it. Tayshawn Ward went from left to right. You know, thought he had the edge for a second. Got a blocker out in front, but then stutter stepped back towards the inside, and as soon as he's found the crease and lane he wanted to, just took it the distance. Almost like you ever seen MacGyver? How he kind of like sits there and just like, for a second, it's like time slows down, and he's breaking down all these different situations where he can get out of something. Basically what looked like happened in Tayshawn Ward's brain for a second. So the clock stopped at 3:05. 3:05 to go here. A first response security services touchdown, 43 yards to the house by Tayshawn Ward on the jet sweep. It'll be his first one on the year. And the kick is up and good. Kinzer Pratt perfect on extra points on the night. It's 50-7 with 3:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Chargers, some of the confetti getting on Graham and Jalen down there on the sideline. You know, Charger student section is one of the best traveling student sections here on the west side of the state. They will go everywhere. You know, you get them into the Glass House in Murfreesboro, packed house. You get them out to Chattanooga, packed house. This student section is, you know, not a big 3A school, you know, one that just came up to 3A 1 year ago now.
1 year ago.
Forgot when they changed the classifications again. No, it was 2 years ago now. This is the new classification cycle where they went back to 4 years. Enough on that, but a student section that travels very well, a tight-knit community in Martin, Tennessee.
Yeah, it looks like they're handing out snacks and everything. I need to go get in the student section.
Hey, bring some of that up here.
Yep.
Mason, I have another job for you. Oh, man.
Look, he's counting them out now. We need
and making sure everyone's out there, and here comes another one. So once again, Tayshawn Ward, his first touchdown on the season. And this one was a handoff. You know, I had a conversation with Graham at the Jamboree after, you know, his playing time was done against Dyer County because he had 2 passing touchdowns, both to Dantes Joy, and then had a jet sweep handoff to C.D. Dameron. And I asked him, I was like, did you pop the pass or did you actually hand it off? And he goes, this doesn't change CD stats, it changes your stats. So I'm asking you, he goes, no, we just handed it off. He's told me they have attempted the little pop pass, but that's something you really only see once you get up to the NFL level, even at the collegiate level. Trying to time that little pop out can be a little difficult, you know, because you may not have a center that, you know, you may have a center that floats the snap or one that rifles a spiral back there. I played center in my days in high school, and my coaches tried to get me to do that little nose snap where I soft back it, and I said, I literally, I physically cannot do it. I had to hold it like I would, and I was always a tight spiral back.
No, we used to do a little pop pass whenever we did jet with Dresser win, and Quincy would be typically, or Bryce, would be the person that would have the speed sweep.
And Pratt sends this one.
The reason why
– Go ahead. Go ahead.
The reason why we did it that way is if they did drop it, it was an incomplete pass.
Fair enough, as the return man for Obion County down around the 30-yard line. Looks like he got a yard or two past it. So Obion County will set up shop with about 70 yards to go. They officially spot it right on the 30.
See if this defense can bend and not break. Love to see a stop here.
For the first time this year, Westview has gotten to the 50-point mark. Had 43 last week. Probably would have had a chance to score one more if the weather had cooperated in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, one or more. They looked like they were starting to heat up. Totally understand. You want to make sure the players are safe.
And handoff to Tucker Moore. He's tackled up high. Right around the 33. Between the 32 and 33. Call it officially a gain of, looks to be 3 on the play. Second down at 7. Oh, no, they keep standing on these boxes, man. I'm going to break one eventually. Hopefully not. Second down and 8. Felon will take the snap. It looks to be the all-2 defense in there now for Westview, as Moore is going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Big time hit. Way to go. Who was that?
First man there for Westview looked to be Max Mobley. Saw him a little bit on the baseball diamond last year when Westview got up big. He needed to pitch a few innings. Westview trying to preserve arms.
Yeah.
I think it's Peabody, where, you know, a Peabody player made SportsCenter top 10 from our broadcast that year. Oh, hit from behind, and the flag will stay in the pocket. It's picked off by Westview. And that's going to be picked off by Caleb Campbell. Campbell then pushed out of bounds. Flag comes flying late. That'll be unnecessary roughness by Obion County, and the Chargers will take exception to that. Culprit on the play for Obion County is going to be Connor Davis. And an E&H Refrigeration stop, the third forced turnover of the night by this Charger defense, and it is picked off by Caleb Campbell. Campbell, since he's been in the ball game, we've called his number a lot. He had the catch where he fumbled it, but it was a first down.
Yep.
And then they're a pick. So Campbell, a part of this second team unit, one of the players that's come in and made a big-time play. It was a late hit. Campbell was a good 2 steps out of bounds before Davis pushed him even further. And so this is going to be 15 yards. No, more like half the distance to the goal line. You're inside the 30.
Yeah.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal line added on.
They might as well.
So you're on the 24, 25-yard line, so it'll be up towards the 12.5, 13. And if the running clock, that will take it to the end of the quarter. With that being said, Chargers lead 50-7. We're going to take a 60-second break here in the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. Fourth quarter on tap here on the Sports 731 Network.
Need reliable auto body repair? Turn to Precision Auto Body, your trusted family-owned shop with locations in Martin, Milan, and Dyersburg. Whether it's a small fender bender or a major collision repair, their expert team has you covered with quality work and fast service. Precision Auto Body takes pride in serving the community and they're proud supporters of Westview Chargers athletics. So when your vehicle needs attention, trust the name that puts precision in every repair. Precision Auto Body.
Ready to kickstart a career that'll take you places? Roadrunner Driving School is here to help you earn your CDL and hit the road in the right direction. Located at 106 Industries Park Drive in Sharon, Tennessee, Roadrunner Driving School offers an in-depth hands-on training curriculum that prepares you for an exciting career in the trucking industry. Learn how to drive a Class A commercial vehicle today. Call us at 731-456-2008 to earn your CDL in just 3 weeks. Let Roadrunner Driving School put you in the driver's seat.
Bed as soon as I get home because I'm watching College Game Day.
Oh, yes, sir. Welcome back to the Sports 731 Network. You catch that. Josh and mine and Josh's off-air conversation talking about what we're going to do tonight when we get home. Josh's going to go to bed early, wake up, watch game dates. Tennessee and Georgia tomorrow. I believe that game is in Knoxville.
In Knoxville, yeah, College Game Day. We're going to have a couple folks that you said you were going to mention later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about them here. We'll have some downtime here in the fourth, back in the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. Miscommunication from Colin Haskins, on the route between him and his wide receiver. And real quick before we keep on going, we're going to pause for a station ID. WTJF AM Jackson, WTJF FM Dyer, W231BU East Union. And the Sports Radio 94 FM 1390 AM.
Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap. Haskins picks it up. It's going to be a screen pass. Flag comes flying out, and this one will be coming back. I believe it's going to be a holding call. Looked like Keyshawn Frame on the catch initially. Mentioned it last year. This is where Frame, got his first Westview minutes. Josh talked about it right now. I see both of them standing next to each other on the sideline, about the 43-yard line of Obion County. It's Miles Brown and Asa Barnes. Those two guys will be in Knoxville tomorrow, part of a big recruiting visit that Tennessee's putting on. You have game day coming. Georgia is in town trying to knock them off for the first time in 8 seasons. Haskins throws on the run towards the end zone and out of bounds. Pylon gets knocked down. It'll be second down again.
Again, not a bad placement. If you're a young quarterback, use the sideline. Make sure only your receiver can catch it.
Hey, yeah, going back to that conversation, Tennessee, the Volunteers, they're going to bring a gigantic class to visit tomorrow against Georgia, which you can't really blame them. It's a big game, and especially think about it if you beat Georgia for the first time in 8 or 9 years.
10 years.
10 years, it's one of those things. When you do that in front of a gigantic visiting group, you're probably going to have a few commitments later in the week or later that day.
No, and next year's class is a huge one, so it would be big. And they got a lot of in-state guys that are going to be there. Lawzan, the receiver, Britt.
Which we will see in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we will see in 2 weeks. So it'll be exciting to see all of these guys here, and they can talk and interact and see the atmosphere in Neyland Stadium.
The handoff by Frame gets back up to the 30, 3rd and 20. Third down, Haskins will drop back to pass. 3-man rush by Obion County. Haskins goes towards the end zone again, and it is almost caught. Almost was intercepted, but then through the hands was almost caught. I don't think. Sorry, it's foggy up here. Trying to see got the binoculars on. That was Corey Wells, the intended target. I think the ball getting through the hands of the defensive back for Obion County kind of shocked him a little bit. But, man, would have been the first passing touchdown of Haskins' career.
Hey, he's not afraid to sling it right now.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what Coach Matt McConnell told him after that first drive, really, where he kind of looked shaky. He's like, hey, you may make mistakes.
Yeah.
You can't go out there playing not to make a mistake.
Yep.
You got to be confident. You got to lose that fear of failing a little bit. Because guess what? You're going to take bumps. No one's perfect.
Yep.
So 4th down, Westview will go for it on 4th and a mile. 8:35 to go here in the 4th quarter. Haskins will take the snap. 3-man rush again. It'll be a dump-off screen. Yeah, that's going to be Frame. Frame has blockers in front. And before being took down, and no flag called as Westview Charger got his face mask ripped off by Argo. And no call on it. That was Messiah Ward out there still. And very clearly, Josh, both of you and I saw it up here.
Yeah.
It could have been illegal hands to the face. You know, the helmet came off. Ward will come off, and that could have been a penalty where you're like, okay, let's just get this game over with.
No, and I totally understand that.
But you still got to call it.
You have to call
it.
It's
that's
player
one of those,
safety.
It's player safety.
Yeah. And what if he swung at him?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
there's no call. You got to make that call.
Because in the way the world this works, if Ward would have got up and retaliated a little bit, whether it's a punch or getting up in the face, could have been a flag. I think Ward did take a little bit of an exception to it, said something to Argo. But it's 50-7, 7.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. We play on. Obion County back with the football. Hands off to Moore. Moore working his way back right, and this one will be no. Tucker Moore makes a few men miss and has nothing but green grass and blockers in front, trying to be chased down, and flag comes flying out. This one's coming back. Tucker Moore will not be your 35th touchdown. This one's going to come back. Flag on the play. And no, he's going to pick it up and wave it off.
Oh, wow. Come on.
And flag gets waved also. No, this will be a touchdown. 77-yard touchdown by Tucker Moore.
If it's a flag, you got to.
Yeah.
I know they want the game to be over. We totally understand.
$7:10 to go here in the ballgame. Obion County will tack on another touchdown. 77-yard touchdown, and the extra point is no good, so the score will stay at 50-13. And with that being said, we're going to take a 30-second break here from the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth on the Sports 731 Network.
Substance abuse is never the answer. It's time to make healthy choices. Push yourself to new limits. Let your talents soar. Find solace in the rhythm of music and life. Strengthen your body and mind. Explore new worlds through imagination. Unleash your creativity. Lean on a good friend that you can trust. For tips on how to make healthy choices, call the Obion or Weakley County Prevention Coalitions or visit their websites.
And back here on the Sports 731 Network in the Winstead Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth, a 77-yard touchdown by Tucker Moore, his 35th career touchdown. Rushing, and that'll boost the stats a little bit. It'll get probably another 100-yard game under his belt.
Yeah, he should have 100 yards tonight. A couple Westview linebackers ran into each other, and it created an opening, and our cornerback could not catch up.
Yeah, and he still had, at that point, had two more blockers in front of him as well.
Yep.
50-13 is your score here still. It's been the twos unit for the entire half, and honestly, since the end of the first half, too.
You know, they're playing well. A lot of them are younger guys or guys who don't get as much game time experience, and I'm glad they've had this opportunity.
Corona back on the kick. Another little pooch kick, and it's caught and will be returned from the 37-yard line. And green grass in front for Westview. Trying to beat out another man. Stays in bounds, but it's tackled. A big return by the Chargers.
Saw that opening, and he took it. Anytime you have a flat-footed kicker, give me the athlete running full speed.
Jaysean Ward this time on the big return down to the 5-yard line of C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply. Red zone opportunity for the Chargers. So first and goal from the 5. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Haskins takes a snap, hands off to Frame, and Frame trying to reach for it. And it looks like they're going to call him a yard shy. Second effort by the OC linebacker, preventing Frame from getting in. Another handoff to Frame. No, Haskins keeps it around the outside, trying to find the edge. Haskins makes a man miss, and flag comes flying from way away. And Josh, I'm gonna say it. Another flag comes flying out, and Moore has the long touchdown for 77 yards. You throw a flag, pick it up with no discussion, then you throw that flag.
Yeah, if you want the game to keep on moving, then guess what? You gotta be fair on both sides.
Yeah, got to be a little consistent.
Yep.
Got to be a little consistent. I mean, you can't pick up the flag on the long touchdown run for Obion County and then pick up the flag when Haskins gets in to score.
Yeah, for sure. Right? We're all human. I totally understand that. But you got to be consistent, like you said.
So 2 flags on the play. We'll see what each one results in. 5 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Personal foul on Westview. Another personal foul on Obion County, so offsetting. No, touchdown stands.
Yeah.
First Response Security Services touchdown. So I believe the second penalty was the first penalty would have had to be on Obion County for the touchdown to stand. Second one would have had to been on Westview. So wipe it off the board. So it is a touchdown for Colin Haskins, a 1-yard rushing touchdown.
Good little outside scamper.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of confusion after the play, but you know what? He got in. They called it offsides.
And so we'll redo the try again. Man.
The end of this game is a little messy. I feel like I'm going into my kids' room right now.
Oh, Colin Haskins. His first touchdown of his high school career, a rushing one from 1 yard out.
I think we'll see plenty of those here in the future. He's a good little athlete.
Snap, the hold, the kick by Pratt is good. Kinzer Pratt, he's been on one tonight. Yep. And, it hasn't been, barely scraping either upright or scraping over the crossbar. No, he has had solid contact off the foot all night. He's perfect on extra points here tonight. They've only gone for 2 once tonight, and there's been 8 touchdowns scored here tonight so far. And so he's 6 for 6 on the night.
Yeah, he's done a great job. At this other, last time we scored, he kicked it 3 trees deep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's on one today. I would honestly love to see a field goal.
Oh, yeah, let him try. Yeah. They had a kicker last year, I can't remember his name, but they let him try one in a blowout late, and he missed it, but it wasn't a bad kick. It was just a little bit wide. Yeah. Had the distance and everything. 4:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. 57-13 after the Colin Haskins 1-yard touchdown run, his first career high school touchdown.
And I joked about it earlier about it being a little messy game. We need to make sure we don't make any silly mistakes by, jarring or fighting back whenever there's a situation. It is difficult. Back-to-back seasons, you're getting beat by 50-something points. It is a difficult situation, but no silly stuff, no fighting, no personal violence.
And honestly, with the way the new playoff format lays out too, the 1 in 4 will stay in the same little pod, I guess is the way they're doing it now. And it's a weird little process the way they did it. But Covington and Westview, or Westview and Dyersburg, if they're the 1 and 2, whoever the 1 and 2 is, they wouldn't meet until the state semifinals now. You would see Melrose in like the quarterfinals or even the round before, possibly in the third round. So, I mean, it's a way they've changed it. There's a good chance these two teams could meet up again in the postseason, as Pratt will leave this one a little bit shorter. Is caught at the 15. And this will be Harper on the left side. Flags come flying, and a big hit by Keyshawn Frame. And Frame's going to let him know, and the official didn't see it. And Coach Jake Sisk, also the head middle school coach. Also, shout out to them. You know, this past Tuesday, or last Thursday, I believe, not yesterday, won 3 games in 7 days. They played Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, and so just a big. Or no, they played Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday. So just a big stretch for them. I believe it was Henderson County North, Dyersburg, and, man, there's one. Union City on homecoming.
Oh, yep.
So, yeah, the 3 games in 7 days. So a big shout-out to the middle school team of Martin Middle. They are undefeated on the year and have Inman County, Milan, and I can't remember who the third game is, but 3 games left in the regular season.
So Inman does play in their regular season?
Yes.
I didn't see that. They used to always do it at the very last
I think it is the last game of the season.
Okay.
It's the last regular season game.
Well, I'm definitely going to go to that. I love that game. It was always a fun one.
Moore takes the handoff up the middle, and Moore will be dragged down by a few Chargers. 3.5 to go.
Coach Barry Baker is now the head coach for Inman Middle School, and he used to be the offense coordinator for Henry County whenever we had all those great years.
Well,
he went on to be an administrator, and now he just got back into coaching.
The former middle school head coach for Martin is now the head coach at Gibson County at the high school level. Another Tucker Moore run, and helmet comes off of Keyshawn Frame. Another big stop in excitement brewing. This tackle made by Sean Clay.
Yeah, when I did my student teaching, I was at Martin Middle with Coach Lipsy and Coach Stegall.
Well, speaking of Lipsy, his son,
Carson
is on this team. And it's another run. Oh, Moore took a hard hit after being wrapped up. He was wrapped up low, and then a third Charger came in just to finish the job. It's another first down.
Yeah, they're going to fill that one tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. More substitution. Frame comes back in, and Bryan County didn't see it, but Wesley's going to get that 12th man off the field.
Yeah.
3 to the right, almost 5 in the backfield. Another handoff. And Moore. And, yeah, you're going to see those numbers going up, but if you watch the game tape, the majority of it with a running clock.
Yeah, with a running clock and with second and third guys. So, great game. Don't mean to take anything away from you, but
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Another handoff to Moore, and this is just, hey, we're going to keep giving it to you. Find what you can. And he stopped for maybe a gain of a yard. So he approached 90 seconds.
Seven more guys out.
Yeah, 7, a lot more. Mason, go grab the wireless mic. The box and the cord and the mic. Felon, high snap, gets the handoff. No, he's going to keep it himself, and Felon's going to try to find the outside edge and makes another man miss, has blockers, tries to cut back, and this is Felon just trying to make anything happen that he can.
Yeah, with about a minute left in the game, they're trying to do whatever they can to try to score or have some positive plays.
Well, I need to plug it into there, too. Just unplug my iPad or something. So under 60 seconds to go now, 57-13. Felon will hand off again to Moore up the middle. Moore bouncing it to the right side and is dragged down. Ball comes out, and it's a turnover. The Chargers will get to kneel this one out. No, he's going to keep on going, and no, the Chargers will get to kneel this one out. It's another E&H refrigeration stop, and the 4th touchdown or 4th turnover of the night forced by the defense. And this one's going to come final at 57-13. Mason, unplug the crowd mic. And so unplug the crowd. No, from there. And then plug it into the back of the. So the Chargers will win 57-13. And Westview will move to 1-0 in Region 7 play. The Chargers beat the Rebels 57-13. Josh, final thoughts as they kneel it out.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that we were able to get some of the young guys some playing time. It was excited to see. I thought Keyshawn Frame did a great job in the second half playing both sides of the ball. I was excited to see some of these other guys as well. Haskins get his first rushing touchdown. That was big time. So excited to see what the future holds. You know, this is a fun night. We got out of here clean. I think there was only
not many penalties.
Two penalties,
yeah.
Maybe three at the very max. My memory serves correct. But regardless, played a clean game.
And they're going to make Westview snap it here to I don't know what they're going to do. And Coach McConnell's not happy. He said the scoreboard went down, and and Haskins in a late hit. Colin Haskins was taking a knee, and it may be inadvertent, but still, overall, that'll be the end of the ball game. And final score, 57-13. We will take it down for an on-field interview after a 4-minute break on the Sports 730 Network.
The best teams aren't born. They're forged in the heat of practice and knowledge that if you get the little things right, the big things become second nature. Building a great team is hard, demanding work that takes single-minded dedication and sacrifice. And that's how we've built the cardiovascular team at West Tennessee Healthcare, the highest performing team in the state and one of the top 6% in the nation.
Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
Come visit Tux in Martin, Tennessee. Check out our showroom filled with different flooring options, cabinets, vanities, lighting fixtures, doors, and more. We'll save you money with prices up to 30% less than what you'd find at the big box stores. Plus, our expert design team is always available to assist with a free design consultation. That's only at Tux in Martin, Tennessee. Quality products at discount prices. Come see us today.
Got a leaky roof? Missing shingles? Or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement. No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
At Winstead Real Estate, we treat every customer like they're the only one. We take the time to find the perfect home or land just for you. Where real estate is done with care and a handshake still means something. Call us at 731-504-8969.
Crave Restaurant in Martin is a unique eatery that specializes in nutrient-dense foods, high in protein, low in calories. Try our protein bowls, cauliflower barbecue chicken pizza, pepperoni pizza, and much more. Meals are prepared with fresh ingredients Monday through Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Order online through the Toast app for easy pickup or have it delivered through DoorDash. Call it in at 731-281-4865 or dine in at 129 Neal Street. Crave. Taste the difference.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
Hey ladies, are you ready to shine? Discover a new look at R&R on Lindell Boutique. From trendy outfits to must-have accessories like our custom hat design station, we've got everything you need to complement your style. Come shop with us at 228 South Lindell Street. right next to a wood fire pizza kitchen in Martin. We're open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. R&R on Lindale Boutique, where style meets fun.
C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply has just what you need for your next home upgrade or big project. From durable Trex composite decking to sleek Marvin windows to semi-custom cabinets that fit your style and budget. C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply has Traeger grills for your weekend barbecues, Milwaukee tools for the job site, Valspar paint to refresh any space, plus culverts, lumber, hardware, and so much more. C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply. Call 731-341-4408 or stop by 8487 Highway 22 in Dresden.
Come see Premier Furniture with 2 great locations in downtown McKenzie and in Union City. They've got everything to make your house feel like home. From cozy bedding to stylish dinette sets, recliners, sectionals, sofas, love seats, and more. Add the perfect touch with entertainment consoles, accent chairs, bedroom suites, and accessories to match your style. Whether you're furnishing a new space or updating your favorite room, it's well worth the drive to Premier Furniture in McKenzie and Union City.
Substance abuse is never the answer. It's time to make healthy choices. Push yourself to new limits. Let your talents soar. Find solace in the rhythm of music and life. Strengthen your body and mind. Explore new worlds through imagination. Unleash your creativity. Lean on a good friend that you can trust. For tips on how to make healthy choices, call the Obion or Weakley County Prevention Coalitions or visit their websites.
Ready to kickstart a career that'll take you places? Roadrunner Driving School is here to help you earn your CDL and hit the road in the right direction. Located at 106 Industries Park Drive in Sharon, Tennessee, Roadrunner Driving School offers an in-depth hands-on training curriculum that prepares you for an exciting career in the trucking industry. Learn how to drive a Class A commercial vehicle today. Call us at 731-456-2008 to earn your CDL in just 3 weeks. Let Roadrunner Driving School put you in the driver's seat.
And back here on the Sports 731 Network for our Town and Country Dry Cleaning postgame interview, Coach Matt McConnell, 1-0 in Region 7 play. Just give me your thoughts on the team's win so far.
Man, we had a good week of practice. The kids come out and played really hard, I thought, at the beginning of the game. And got some young kids in, got some good work with them. They went down the field and scored a couple times. So all in all, I thought it was a good night.
Coach, you saw, speaking of the guys, saw Colin Haskins get his first career touchdown. Just talk about what you've seen from him in practice as well.
Same. I mean, he plays a lot of scout team quarterback for us and in practice. And, man, he's done a good job. He's done a good job in JV, and he got an opportunity to come in tonight, and I thought he did a good job leading offense.
Coach, traveled to McNairy for the last game of this 3-game road trip. Just talk about how you're going to approach that.
I don't know, but I'm going to be glad when it's over. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm ready to be home. I'm ready to play a home game. But it's another region ball game, so, we got to be ready, and we got to prepare like we did this week and be ready to play, come next Friday night.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you next week, and we're going to go ahead and take another 3-minute break here on the Sports 731 Network.
If you're looking for a place to sit back, relax, and have some fun, check out the Hawk's Nest in Martin. Each week they have weekly specials including $2 tacos on Tuesday, both beef and chicken. Also on Wednesday, check out the best wings in Weakley County with 50-cent wings at the Hawk's Nest. Thursday karaoke and also deals on pizza and many other food items. Also on Friday and Saturday night, be sure to check out live music, DJs, karaoke, and more. And don't forget, folks, they're open on Sunday, so be sure to stop by and support your favorite teams as all the games will be on the tune at the Hawk's Nest, 105 Church Street in Martin.
Weakley Ford Nissan has been in business for over 60 years, showcasing the complete line of Ford vehicles like Ford Mustang, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Expedition, and Ranger, and F-150 trucks. Plus, you'll find the full line of Nissan vehicles, such as the Nissan Versa, Sentra, and Altima sedans, plus Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, Kicks, and Frontier trucks, and a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Weakley Ford Nissan offers their warranty forever on all new and select pre-owned vehicles. And, of course, their complete parts and service department. Shop online at weakleyauto.com or visit 841 North Lindell Street in Martin.
Wendell Alexander Realty is the premier real estate expert serving Northwest Tennessee with a deep-rooted commitment to excellence and local knowledge. Founded in 1985, we understand the unique needs of our community because we live and work here. Combining local expertise with high-end marketing techniques, we ensure your property stands out in the marketplace. Trust Wendell Alexander Realty to deliver exceptional service and results. Contact us today at 731-281-1220 to experience the difference.
In the world of sports, precision and excellence define champions. Dynamics Physical Therapy is dedicated to enhancing athletic performance and preventing injuries by serving schools and their athletes. Elevate your game with Dynamics. Visit dynamics.life to learn more.
West Tennessee Metals in Dyersburg is the go-to spot for top-notch metal roofing products and services. Located at 1314 East Court Street with a massive showroom. We build kits for pole barns, patio packages, and lean-tos. We offer painted 40-year metal and Galvalume. Delivered free with orders over $1,000 within 60 miles of Dyersburg. All of our orders are carefully cut and packaged to ensure a premium finish for your project. Give David a call today at 731-676-9965 or call Nathan at 423-394-7073. Weather the storm with West Tennessee Metals.
As a small local company, L.I. Smith & Associates is proud to support this community. Our team is composed of nearly 50 staff members, including a team of professional engineers, professional land surveyors, and office support staff, all of whom work together to provide multi-state coverage for projects of all sizes. With nearly 50 years of industry experience, you can trust L.I. Smith with your next project.
The best teams aren't born. They're forged in the heat of practice and knowledge that if you get the little things right, the big things become second nature. Building a great team is hard, demanding work that takes single-minded dedication and sacrifice. And that's how we've built the cardiovascular team at West Tennessee Healthcare, the highest performing team in the state and one of the top 6% in the nation.
As a small local company, L.I. Smith & Associates is proud to support this community. Our team is composed of nearly 50 staff members, including a team of professional engineers, professional land surveyors, and office support staff, all of whom work together to provide multi-state coverage for projects of all sizes. With nearly 50 years of industry experience, you can trust L.I. Smith with your next project.
And Walmart was like 18.
Yeah.
And back here on the Sports 731 Network, you just heard from head coach Matt McConnell on our Town and Country Dry Cleaning post-game interview. The Chargers win tonight. They start 1-0 in region play. Josh, you get a win, 57-13 is the final score. And you got to see some young guys play some productive minutes, and the starters got off the field early. Your initial thoughts on tonight?
No, this is exactly what you want. If you're a coach right now, you want to make sure you can play your young guys. Throughout the season, you want to make sure that you play past the third quarter, obviously. But right now, in this type of game, you got to play a lot of young guys. This keeps them energized.
Yep.
And it keeps them wanting to practice hard as well. Just like the coach said, Haskins has been running the scout team quarterback. He got rewarded.
Yes,
today.
he did.
And so, and he played well. You know, outside of that first couple of throws, he found himself, and he was making some pretty decent throws. Even the ones that didn't connect, he was able to put it in a place where only the receiver could catch it.
And you talk about you get rewarded for, those scout team guys. And whenever you hear Matt McConnell say, yes, our team had a good week of practice, you know it's going to be a good showing because he's a coach who has a high standard of what he wants his guys to do. And, talk about it to the Marshall County game. I was talking to the coaching staff before that game, and he goes, the first 2 days of the actual game week were miserable.
Yep.
And because, you had the rare week 2 bye week.
Yep.
And so that, you get tired of
tough.
You get tired of hitting yourself, especially that early in the season when you just get back into a full swing, when you're not sitting there like, man, that bye week's going to be nice. And the bye week's kind of like, we don't want it.
No,
and
you don't want it that early.
No, you don't. And Coach Callan, the defensive coordinator, he was like talking about just how much the first 2 days of practice weren't that great last week, but here this week, hear him say it. Practice was great. JV guys got rewarded. We're going to go straight into our American Roofing Soft Wash Player of the Game, and top form of the game, Asa Barnes. 3 rushing touchdowns in the game, ran physical, had an interception or had a turnover as well, had a great kickoff, had some just physicality all over the place, had some big hits. He just played an absolutely outstanding game tonight. Asa Barnes, now him and Miles are on the way to Tennessee in Knoxville tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a good day for them, a good weekend for them as well. But overall, just a great game. Now McNary next week, one more game on the road, and then the Chargers have 4 of their last 5. McNary, they fell to Dyersburg tonight. It's going to be another game where, if you get ahead early, you could have a chance to bring in the young guys. But once again, you got to take care of business, and it starts on Monday.
Yeah, take care of business. Do what you did today. You only committed 2 or 3 penalties.
Yeah.
And so whenever you could do that, you can move the ball down the field. You keep up the momentum.
Yep.
So it was great to see. I thought that they played their best complete game.
I think they play. Yeah, I think they play. You finally got that hot first half start.
Yep.
Which is what you missed. I mean, today you scored 43 points in the first half, where in the first 2 weeks combined you scored 29.
Yeah.
So first 2 games. So you got a good first half start, and you were finally rewarded with that in the second half. So it's good. So it's good for them. Jordan's telling me to check score, so I'm not he's telling me something here. Not going to look at it here. But once again, we're going to thank our sponsors one more time tonight. Once again, our postgame show sponsors here this evening: Wendell Alexander Realty, Roadrunner Driving School, and Martin Medical Center. Josh, any final thoughts before we sign off for the night?
Let's have another great week of practice. This is a team where if you come out and you do what you're supposed to do, some of the young guys will get to play again.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're on scout team, maybe you're playing extra hard because you want to get out there. I saw Keyshawn Frame. I thought he had an excellent second half. And you see Haskins playing well. Maybe we can see them later on in the game. Maybe not, but I would be excited to see them.
So Southside came back and beat South Gibson 27-17. So it's a fun week. Lexington, they beat Northside as well. So both Jackson schools falling in some big region big Region 7 4A games out there, Region 6 4A games out there. So it's going to be fun to keep up with. But for myself, Jared Davidson, my analyst Josh Greer, our production team Seth, Chris, and Mason, thank you all for tuning in. Westview moves to 3-0 on the young season and 1-0 in Region 7 3A play. On the road next week for the final game of this road trip, and then 4 of the last 5 at home. The Chargers 1-0 in region play, looking to move to 2-0 next week at McNary Central. We will see you all in Selmer, Tennessee next Friday night at 6:30 p.m. here on the Sports 731 Network.